In this video, we'll go over all the WoW news from the past week and try to compress it into a bite-sized video. The weekly event for this week is Cataclysm Time Walking, with a new thing added to it, where you get 50% reputation buff for Cataclysm factions. This has not been a thing in the past, and I'm assuming it was inspired by that whole month-long thing where it gave 50% rep bonuses to all of the Time Walking dungeons. The Archaeology Bi-Weekly for this week is for the Moose Mount, so, the only one that's worth actually talking about this little segment. If you don't have your Moose Mount, go out to Legion Dalaran and go farm it out. Super easy, look up a guide online. Well, it is kind of time consuming, but the mount now flies, so it's a lot better than it was in Legion. The Mythic plus affixes are Tyrannical, Necrotic, and Raging. The Micro Holiday will be happening this Sunday, and it's free t-shirt day, which allows you to get some transmog items. And the Spicy Corruption vendor has Expedient 3, so it's a really good haste one for a lot of classes that like haste. And in some other WoW-related news, Shadowlands pre-patch has gone live on the PTR. So it's now available for testing, and we've been seeing a lot of ICC-inspired items being added to the game, which is, definitely probably for that Scourge Invasion event they promised. Blizzard connected a whole bunch of realms. I'll have a screenshot of them on screen, which could be a good or bad thing for low-pop servers. Generally good news though, as this is helpful for finding guilds and raid teams, and a lot better as well for having a more active auction house. And for some Shadowlands stuff, people are finding Covenant-specific buffs in Mythic Plus dungeons. Like there's one for the Venthyr that gives everyone a 5% damage and healing buff if you kill something around one of the lanterns in the dungeon that only activates if someone is from the Venthyr Covenant. And there's also another bonus in a different dungeon for the Night Fae, which is definitely leading to the thing that there's going to be some extra bonuses in dungeons based on your Covenant. Undead beasts can be tamed in Shadowlands by acquiring a simple tome of bone binding, and they're also unlocking a whole bunch of other previously untamable beasts. Basically, they're letting you tame almost anything that wasn't tameable before. And also, Blizzard added a wreckful tribute to Stormwind, who even has custom dialogues and emotes back to you. And now on to the weather report with DevBot the Weatherbot. How's the weather out there?
One of the biggest goals of adulthood is to make enough money to be as carefree as you were when you were a child. Moral of the story is, you can't trust the system.
Good one, DevBot, always nice to know. And now for the Mob of the Week. This week we have Fel Rangari Anaara. This NPC is located in the Tannen jungle and drops a hunter-only item that allows you to tame fel wolves. The cool thing about this NPC, in the past, was that only hunters could engage her and she would despawn for any other class, and you had to use a hunter-specific ability in order to kill her as she was an elite mob. Really reminiscent of the classic Epipgo questline. However, at max level you should be able to one-shot her no problem, and then you can just use her item, which is a one-time use only, to tame a fel wolf. And for something to do in WoW, if you have 1 million gold just lying around, you can head over to the Terrace Guard Sound and look for an NPC named Francoise, who will be impressed if you have 1 million gold on you, which will then award you the pet. You don't need to pay 1 million gold, you just need to have it on you. So basically you get the pet for free as long as you meet the conditions. And with that, I'll see you all next week.